Hey everybody. Hello. We're playing some poker. Can you see? Can you see us? Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Nobody is here, but hello everybody. Let's see if my friend can see. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Okay, so Jack 2 suited? No thanks. And try our best to win this. We won this tournament a few days ago. Currently it's 636. We won it last Friday and it was about $1,000 for first place, so that was awesome. It was last Friday. So I'm not sure if two pair is good here, especially if first position is raising and betting with a 20 big blind stack. They probably have something good. Reduce might have been good. 10-6. Nope. Jack 10 under the gun, tempting, but no. That's how you get in trouble, people. That's how you get in trouble. Okay, so 9-8. This guy I have a donkey tag on, so it will call. This is trouble because he could have an ace. He's raising in late position. So he could have anything. Betting half pot is kind of scary. This is his board. If we continue, if we hit an 8, he's going to kind of like, it's pretty face up. A 9 is good. We could be just absolutely crushed. We could have something like pocket 9s, sorry, pocket 3s. Who knows? Someone was here to see. So my setup is not the best for streaming. I just folded a pair of 10s, but a pretty wet, scary board. So 2 10s here. I mean, this guy's pretty crazy, but I'll just call. I think he was playing pretty solid earlier. That's a good window card. I mean, I want to check back so I have to have some good hands to check back too. Don't put something too scary. Okay. I want something that doesn't scare them away. If they have ace high, you want them to continue. I hate how this guy checks twice. So it's pretty good to have this. Hello, if anyone's watching. So we got to bet something. Now that I checked flop, I want to bet bigger to try to make it seem like, okay, snap call. We like that. Just know he could have spades. I don't know. He just snap calls like that. It's a really good river. I mean, do I want to get greedy here? I have a note on him, fish. I wish I made more detailed notes sometimes. So go for like him hope. Okay. I guess he just didn't have anything there. So. Okay, so there's a pretty good hand to have in the cutoff here. Do we want to raise bigger? So we can. This guy's been a little bit crazy. This guy, I have a donkey tag on. I have something. All in gamble, something. So something good. It's the exact same flop, except I don't have pocket tens. That is the main difference. I don't have pocket tens. So I could have the best hand here. I hope this guy just punts it right into his face. We know you're just betting because everyone's checking. I mean, he could have a 10 here easily. I mean, we could be ahead, but then we have no club here. I'm just going to fold. We could be ahead, but then what are we going to do on turn? He's going to definitely fire again. He could have a 10 himself or something. So, oh, hello. Our friend, Mr. Mads Training himself, the king of the trades, the Wall Street bets king himself. So isn't this awkward? So I thought that the camera was on my monitor, which I have here, but it's on my computer, which is over here. I have it on the side, and I have my monitor here. So it's so funny. Hello. You guys can see my cool display. Yeah, so I was trying to figure out how to do this, and I really appreciate your help, sir. Can you see? Can you see me? Okay, I think Samuel, can you see me? I have 8, 9 of hearts, guys. I'm very, very, very nitty. I'm gonna fold this right now. I want to see if Sam can see me. Can you see me? Can you see the stream? Like, okay, good. So you can see me then. Yeah, I do have a webcam. It's right here. Yeah, I need a separate webcam. I just have the camera, but it's the side of the monitor. You see me now? Okay, cool. Yeah, you definitely need to show me how to do that. I mean, I just need a separate webcam. So I have the one that's on my PC, and it's on the screen that flaps open. But I need to have one right up here because currently I can't like just move this thing this way because my desk is a little bit too small. Whoops! I just dropped my phone. Okay. So now that you guys are watching, now that you guys are watching on the internet, I'm gonna play very good. See, I folded 8-9 of hearts from under the gun. I folded ace 3 offsuit right there. I have queen 4, so now I'm all in, and I'm on the internet. Internet. I am on the internet. I'm getting texts, Brian, if you're wondering. Okay, yeah, for sure. I'll talk to you later. Oh, you're driving. All right, thanks for tuning in, bro. See you later. Okay. Brian was driving and he was checking us out. The Lords are here. I want to play some Sabbath right now, really quick. How do you do? I'm scared if I play Sabbath, YouTube will cancel me. You know, I'm not sure. See, I'm being very tight right now. Sam, in the chat, are you talking? This is very internet. I'm here, guys. Hey, there's 4 people in here. Hey, what's up, peeps? I won this tournament. Oh, that was Brian. No, Brian. That was Brian. Yeah, he's one of my friends. That he does like trading and stuff too on YouTube, on the internet. Follow his channel if you need some advice right there. Mads Trading in the chat if you can see him. We're all on the internet together here today, guys. What a wonderful place the internet is, you know? You know, we're just like, it's just a series of tubes, and you know, we're at home on our couch, sometimes in our banana hammock, sometimes in our, you know, basketball shorts and our PJs, whatever it may be. And we're just kind of like just conversing with each other through these series of tubes. Yeah, look at this guy. He's bluffing with his muffin, ace jack. Whoops. Yeah. We're out here trying to win this tournament. $7 buy-in. You can rebuy. I've bought in a few times. I think I'm in it for like $30 or $40 so far. I've gotten first place, Sam, before on this tournament. So I'm trying my best to do it again. Look how many donkey tags I have on people. Donkey, donkey, rock, rock, donkey, rock. Oh, here we go. Fish, fish, donkey, donkey, donkey. All these guys have the tag of something or another from my experience of playing with them. And, you know. Oh, look at all these notes. What's this one say? It's crazy how you can keep the notes like this. Like when you're playing live poker, oh my God, how many fish. When you're playing live poker, you can just like, obviously mental notes, and sometimes you forget. But it's awesome how online you can just make these notes. And look how many, it's either donkey or fish. Everybody is either a donkey or a fish on this site or a rock. I wonder what these notes, Forge first. I don't even remember who this is. Sixes, I don't remember who this is. Carlton Banks, I remember him. His name was Carlton Banks. What is this? Be nuts. Then this guy, Smiley, don't remember him. Real Minx, don't know who that is. 5-6, I'm not gonna do it. Go for Broke, I remember him. Give Me Money, I remember him. So it's, yeah, it's funny how many of these players I've played with in the past, and they're just like, they all have some kind of either donkey or fish tag, or there's like one rock. Sparky, he must have been super tight or whatever. Yeah, we are here. So I won this tournament a few days ago for $1,000. It was way bigger, so it keeps going up. First place. I was in it for like $28 at the time, so yeah, 35 maybe, because you can buy in for $7. Where is it? $7. Then you can re-enter for $7, and then you can add on for $7 too. So I did that a few times, and I ended up winning it for $1,000. And I played last night on Sunday, many dollars, many ups and downs, but trying to win a lot of that back in here on this tournament. Yikes. I could have better hands here, I guess. So. You could have a flush. You just bet flop with some kind of craziness, like 5-9 suited or something. Got there. Eight two offsuit, not gonna cut it. Not gonna cut it. But we can be patient. We have enough. The two are deuce. Three and a four of offsuit. Hello, hello. Who is there? Hello. Okay. Uh-huh. A7 offsuit, not gonna do it. Mm-hmm. Hello, friend. Who is here? Hello. I can see you. Hello. Oh, Nolan. Hello, Nolan. Yes. Hello. Your profile picture is so handsome. So my webcam, I realize, is on my PC, which is facing this way, and my monitor does not have it. Same. I hear that. I want to pin that comment. But the thing about being fatter is that, first of all, pizza tastes good. So if that was the cause, then it was well worth it. But there's always room to go down. Lose like 20 pounds, turn it into muscle, pizza and or burritos. I agree. Yes. Yeah, I agree. What's your favorite burrito place? I still have an affinity for Chipotle. Chipotle and La Serena and OC. Okay. Ooh, that sounds fancy. I'm here saying like Chipotle, like the generic chain places. But that does sound really good. There's actually in Vegas, there's a few really good places. There's one I forgot it was something Cantina over here in Summerlin area. It is absolutely fabulous. Let's see a 7-8-9 flop. Jack, queen, not good. Yeah. Now I'm thinking about burritos and pizza, so thank you for that. Sure, I'm absolutely, yeah. I am absolutely down. So here, this is what I'm going to say about this hand: is I limped Jack 10 after he over limps. I have a donkey tag on this guy, so he can have anything. He could have aces. I don't know. It's if I call and then he fires again on the turn, then what do? I'm just wasting 1,500, about 1/10 of my stack. So, but now I'm hungry for pizza and burritos. So thanks for that. All I have is almonds. So it is kind of a little more sad than pizza and burritos. Yes. Okay. So 32 seconds. Blinds go up to 700. And we will have how many big ones? Ace 4 suited. Okay, so this guy's been aggressive. This guy's been tight, aggressive. So I guess raise about 2.2x. This guy wants revenge on me. Yeah, he's just going to call any two. We'll see what he does. This guy's been aggressive too. It's going to be hard to play against this guy out of position. I mean, unless... Okay, that's a good flop. So do I want to check raise into his face or what? I mean, if he has a jack, I'm screwed anyway. But I think he's just going to bet any hand. Can I just call here? Okay, that's a pretty good turn. I'm thinking about check raising. He could have... What's a bad order? Oh, God, I knew it. If I check raise flop or if I just punt, I was going to check raise on the flop, but a spade one time, just the one card you don't want to see is an offsuit 10. That's so freaking sick. So if I bet the flop, I wonder if he just floats with two backdoor draws and his vindictive attitude. He may just call because he can hit a straight, or he may just think I have ace high or something. But on the turn, I would definitely, if I bet on the flop, if he calls, that's hypothetical, he'll definitely call on turn. And then when the 10 comes on the river, I may have just gone all in on the turn, which he'll call, and then he just hits the 10 on the river and sucks out. But if I check raised all in on the flop, which I think I should have, obviously on hindsight too. This is the scary thing about streaming. You don't want to look like an idiot on streams. I could have just gone all in with ace 4 on this flop, and he just has like ace jack or something, and I'm just like, rip, like the stream, I guess I can still rebuy. But I wanted to play her correctly. See, look at this. He just has this guy is the donkey tag is there for a reason. So, and he plays crazy versus me. So I'm not trying to get bloated out of position pots. It just sucks because he's on my left. Just fold once in a while. Okay. These two guys will call all in, either of them. This guy has 4 big blinds, and that guy has not much more. Aces. Do we like that hand? Who likes that hand? 2 black aces. I mean, this is the 4-color deck, so. Ace of clubs. Oh my God, not everyone fold. These guys have been wild punters this whole time, this donkey guy. Just go all in, I guess. Okay. Should we call this? You don't like aces? Oh my goodness, that's what we like to see. Okay, what? I was like, no one is doing anything. Let's see something over here. Okay, 6 is 5. Wait, hold, please. For the love of Jesus, no spade. Queen. Okay, we hold. Look at that. I was like, none of these guys put anything in, and our arch nemesis to the left of us left. All in, all in, all in. That was ridiculous. That was perfect timing. So these two guys had 2 outs, but then this guy had a flush draw. Yeah, so no 6 or 5, right? But then this guy raises. Worst position, and this hand is 3-bet or fold. I think I'll just fold. But yeah, anyway, so this is 2 outs, then 13 outs all of a sudden. He can hit a 10 or any spade. Yeah, because no spade gives me a vote. But good fold us, bad fold us. 3 to make us feel less bad. King Jack, how do we fold that? So if we just flat that, which is not good. That's why it's 3-bet or fold. If I just punted it all in, that would have been fine. But so I mean, I would have been a 50-50 versus him, and then this guy, Dirty Vegas Flea. I think I played against this guy. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, that was a nice spot right there. Can't get too mad. It would have been nice to take this 18,002, add it over here, almost 50K, but where would it have been? So 31, we're in the least top 23, okay. So that's us. And that's where we want to finish. Pretty good. $839 for a $7 tournament. I mean, you can rebuy. I think I bought it in $28. So registration ends in 2 minutes. Oh, that's why. This guy's just like going all in so he can double up or not. Yeah. You'll see a lot of people just wait until the last like 5 minutes, and then they will just get in, and then they'll be all in on every hand, trying to double their stack, or just get their starting stack plus the add-on. Add-on is, where is it? Oh, add-on 8,000 for $7. So, yeah. So you could just buy in like 1 second before it ends. Oh, whoops. So look at this guy's just going crazy. I mean, that was a decent hand for him to go all in with. This guy's been tight, I guess. I should change his note from fish to tight. Rock. Rock solid. Ace and a 10. Okay, so this guy we saw, he's ready to go with any kind of 2. And are these guys going to do something similar? 1,400. So it scares me so much more when somebody just 2x min raises instead of going all in with this stack. Because why doesn't he just go all in? If he has like ace 9 or ace 8, he's just going all in. When they raise 2 times, when they only have 10 big blinds and they put 2 of them in, it's something like queens, kings, like something ace king. Oh my god, I hate my life. Why am I playing like so? Like, watch. If he doesn't go all in here, I'd be super surprised. But let's see if he has a good hand. If he just has like ace 6 offsuit or something like that, I'm gonna be so pissed. But he could have. Oh my god, what the heck is that check? That was craziness. Look at this. Guys. King 9. I cannot believe it. I just said when someone raises 2x from under the gun, they're never that weak. Like, what the heck was that? I mean, if obviously we're gonna win the hand, whatever he had, unless he somehow had pocket aces and just checking the whole way. But I was expecting to see like queens or something like that, like kings maybe, and just scared of the ace. But that was absolutely tilt. Because if I go all in, he calls. Who knows? The random number generator may have screwed me over there. But yeah. Okay, the break's gonna be for like 2 minutes. Everyone grab an agua, and we'll be right back. So I've noticed I've noticed that like when I was younger, when I first started playing poker, I was like, you know, just kind of played surface level and like ace 10, how am I going to ever fold that? It's an ace and a 10, you know? Uh, but now like that I've like played for so many years and I've been like studying and watching other pros play and like so many scenarios that I've gone through and like, kind of just kind of following in the footsteps and the training of other people, and just my own experience, I feel like I overthink a lot of hands. Like right there, you saw, for example, like this guy is thinking scholar 5 is thinking on like a very like basic level. I have king 9, I have to raise, or you don't have to raise. I don't know. If you're trying to go all in and double up. Yeah, exactly. I know. So that's the thing. So like in my head, I'm thinking, like I just said, oh, this guy is like, it's like, and I don't think he's like on like the second or third level where he's like, oh, I have a weak or middle hand, like king 9 offsuit. So I'm gonna raise 2x to make it look like I have like aces or something like that because it looks really strong. When someone has, basic strategy is if you have 9 or 10 big blinds like they just had, you're just going all in to like, either double up or just give yourself the maximum fold equity. So if you're raising 2x, it just looks like you want someone to call, So that's why I'm just like overthinking it. Like, oh, I have ace 10. He probably has like something huge. But in reality, I'm like blocking aces and ace king, ace queen. If he has jacks, queens, kings, that's left 30% or something like that. But like I find myself doing that now. Like overthinking some stuff. I'll think back to like when I first started playing poker in college, like 2005. And like those home games and like queen 7 suited, queen 8 suited, those were like all in hands, Now it's like, I raised with king queen and this guy going all in, like, it's weird. Like I kind of wish I could go back to flip the switch back to like old school playing and just kind of have fun with it and play surface level, like level 1, level, basic, just like straight impulse. Straight like, oh, I have a pretty hand, I'm gonna like be like, even if it's like half of my stack, I can't fold 9-10 suited. He I have 30,000, he made it 15,000, I'm calling. What if it comes a flush or a straight, and I miss, and then just like, okay, what do I do now? But that was a see, ace 8 offsuit right now. Like back then I would have raised. This is easier to fold unless I'm just trying to bluff, especially because this guy was punting all in. This guy's been tight. These two guys have been aggressive. But ace 8 off, I can fold there. But that ace 10, like that's just kind of like quintessential. Maybe a little bit too much overthinking the spots. But it's fine. If I went all in, the site's random number generator would have given him a 9-9 king flop. So we're fine. We're okay with it. So now ace deuce over here. So this is an interesting spot. Now I hope it's just not going to like. So he has, okay, he folds. So this is easier. He has 20 bigs. He has, Jesus Christ. Okay, so I think this is the one bet that makes me have to fold. Or is it? So he has 20 bigs and he just open punt shoves in. So we have to think, what could he have? Any ace, of course, which any ace beats me. Some small pairs that he doesn't want to play post flop, like pocket 4s, definitely pocket kings. So this is kind of the thing. So either you bet small to make it look like you're strong, like 2 times the raise, or you bet all in to look like you're weak. It goes both ways, definitely. So I think that he maybe just has like a middle hand that he doesn't know how to play, like pocket 5s. He doesn't want to raise 2x and then he has to play pocket 5s, against the big blind defending range. So I think he's just like kind of shoving it all in there. Yeah, that's the thing though. He could have pocket kings because just like the same concept talked about here, when this guy has a small stack and he's raising small, it looks like he has a monster. When you have a decent stack, still 20 big blinds, it's only 800 and he had 16,000. He goes all in. It's like, well, okay, well now we see a sample size where He just raising kind of big back-to-back hands. Obviously, the first one was really big. So he could have, yes, like kind of trying to disguise the strength of his hand by just going all in and like, yeah. What's up, Mr. Mads? Excellent trading advice. Excellent YouTube advice. Excellent guy all around. So this guy, we're kind of seeing a sample size. This is the guy who had pocket sixes earlier, right? That was interesting. So okay, so the donkey tag limps. J ball war 21. Ace 3. If we were suited, we could call. We're offsuit. We could raise and try to bluff and create our own energy and make a kind of situation for ourselves. But I'll just kind of be. It was on the button, so if we're gonna do something crazy, it's the best spot to do it. But when someone just limps first position, what do you, like you put them on either like aces or kings, like the extreme, like they're trying to be like super sneaky, so they just limp in, or something like they kind of like face up have like pocket fours, pocket fives, pocket sixes, just like those small pairs where they want to see a flop, see if they can hit a set, and then they can just like get a lot of chips. That's what, let's see how he plays on this kind of like higher board, Queen Jack 5. Because he's supposed to, he could have, this is called an uncapped range here. So he limps, he can have any two cards, of course. Now, if he bets again, he's more clearly defined. Like, what can he have? He bets super small. So he's trying to induce this call. So that's interesting, river. Flush gets there, king makes a straight, a lot of two pairs. If this guy bets again, he's telling the story of I have like, okay, I wanted to see I didn't even get to see his bet. He just bet, and this guy snap folded so fast we didn't even get to see his bet size. But bet sizing obviously matters too, because like if he's betting huge, he's polarized there. Like he either has a king or a flush, and he's just betting or a bluff. If he's betting like super small, like the pot was 15,000. If he bets like 3,000 or 4,000, then he could be a lot more hands there because he's trying to get value from two pair. He's trying to get another two. That's kind of ballsy to call with to make someone else call with another two pair when there's a straight and a flush out there. But this guy just snap bets. This guy's definitely. I had a fish note on him earlier, but I put rock for tighter because he's been pretty solid. But this guy plays like the dudes we used to play with back in the day, like 2005, 2006. Very fast bets, very straightforward. Like doesn't get too creative. We were talking about that earlier. Like wishing we can go back to like some days just turn off like the logical thinking and like the study, kind of like more veteran play style that we kind of come accustomed to from playing so many World Series tournaments online and in live, winning and losing a lot. You kind of like become, so strategically sound. It's hard to go back to like level one thinking. This dude was doing that earlier. This dude, I think, does that too a little bit, but I don't know what the heck this was earlier. Oh, you like to see the first card as an ace. You don't like it as much when the 3 is the neighbor next to it. So let's see what first place is. First place is 1,044. That's pretty good. So I won this tournament a few days ago. I think it was Friday, and it was $1,000-something too. It was like just around. It was like 1,050 or something for first last time, and that was a Friday. So you anticipate more people coming online to play on a Friday, but this is what did they say, Monday, and it's still pretty big for first. Okay, here we go. Jack and a 10. Raise 2x. So now this is what we were kind of talking about earlier, Nolan, remember? Raising first position with a good hand, but raising just 2 times, to make it look like, not one thing or another, kind of disguising it. I could have aces with this small raise trying to do, so I could have pocket 5s. Okay, sweet Jesus. This guy has been an absolute wild person. What is this? What's the right note for this guy? Bull for aggression. Like, this is such a good hand, but you have to fold it now. I hope one of these donks call behind. Yes. Okay. We get to see what this guy's been punting all in with. I'm sure it's probably like ace queen or something. Nines. Okay, that makes sense. Diamond draw. That makes sense though. We would have won. But it's so hard to call off there, you know. This guy's been doing this kind of, and we get moved to a new table, so now we have to make new reads. But that was kind of indicative of what we were talking about earlier when he went all in last time, because he just doesn't know how to play those smaller middle pairs with a 20 big blind stack. And I think a lot of people just kind of go all in. I think that is the right move, I think. Just go all in there because it eliminates our equity. We can't call with like a complete 50-50, which is Jack 10 suited. We just can't do it. We're kind of like handcuffed there. So it's a really strong move to go all in. Even if he had like ace 4 offsuit, you know, it's kind of crazy to do that with ace 4 offsuit, but you have an ace. So you're removing the chances of someone else having an ace. Plus, if somebody happens to have pocket kings or pocket queens, then you still have 30%, right, to hit something. So that's why having a blocker there, like an ace or, you know, whatever, is a very, very strong situation to go all in with. But, or like a middle pair, you know, that you have a value hand, but you don't know how to play it post flop. You don't want to get sucked out on, so you just kind of just go all in. Push and pray kind of that I don't have aces or kings, you know, or queens or jacks or tens. And if I do call, he's hoping I have ace queen or ace jack like that dude had over there. And, you know, he held versus the 50-50. He wouldn't have held versus our 50-50 though. So our 50-50 got there. We were actually in a bad spot because we can't even hit a jack. But when it comes to down, because that guy calls with ace jack, right? The other guy. So we can't hit the jack, but pretty straightforward. Okay, so if this guy just calls, we get to see a flop of this. Never mind. With this monster, I was going to say queen 2 of diamonds. But it was not meant to be. How many more diamond hands are we going to have? We have jack high, queen high, king high. Don't love it. If we had maybe king 10 suited, of course, we're defending. We can hit straights and flushes, but with a king, if we're in the big blind, we call. This guy's name is Punts, so he might punt it all in right now. We never know. If we call 2,000, this guy can bet, all right, there's 4,000 in there now. It's worth it for me to go all in with like whatever. So I think a fold in the small blind is good. You usually want to just either 3-bet or fold in the small blind. It's the worst position to play. You're going to be out of position no matter what happens. So like, let's say this guy raises and you call with a good hand over here, like pocket eights or something. You have to check. You're never going to get to see what this guy does before you bet, you know? That's why being on the dealer button is such a good position, you know? This is obviously a terrible hand, so we don't care about it. But if you're going to bluff, it's good to be bluffing on the button. Like if, you know, this guy had more chips and we had more chips, we can maybe bluff with something like, I don't know, ace 4 suited here. And then be in position the whole time in the hand. So whatever happens in the hand, we get to act after they do. But when you're in the small blind, it's really, really, you know, you're always acting first, which is scary. Everyone else gets to see what you're going to do first before, you know. So this site is crazy because it pays out so, like, it's so, like, the increments are so small. So how many people are left? 137 out of 250 people are left. 48 people, so pretty much 1 out of 3 people make the money. So you get $36 from min cash. But then you go up, what is this? 62 cents, and then 51 cents. And then, you know, you don't get, like, if you go from 48 to 24, you only make $1.50 more. So that's why, like, these tournaments are so, and then you start making money at like the final table kind of, and even ninth is pretty bad. So ninth is $80. No, so I almost misclicked there. Ninth is $80, and first is 1,000. So that's why these tournaments, it's so important to like get a lot of chips. He kind of does. He definitely kind of does. But yeah, so these tournaments, you have to always try to accumulate chips because you want to always get like top 3, 4, 5 places, and it's just so top heavy. The min caches do not matter in this all tournaments. This is just a smaller buy-in, but min caches. Trying to go for. You should try to win these tournaments always. Like try to play for first. I think he's in. Wait, Ali A4 or the other one? Because both of them are somewhere in. One's in like Sunnyvale, and then the other one is in Dana Point. The other one, yeah. So he's in Dana Point now. He was living in LA for a long time, and then he ended up buying a house in Dana Point like a few years ago. Yeah, so kind of close to Laguna, where you guys were at for a hot minute. But yeah. How many people were left for the money? So it's crazy because like if I wasn't on stream right now, I think I would have been playing a little more aggressively. But because I'm on stream, I know it's just a few people watching, but I don't want to make a huge. And I feel like those guys who are like professional Twitch streamers or like online players and stuff like that, and they stream all the time, like they don't want to look like an idiot on stream, So I feel like they play all like correct, and they try like if something is like close, like 50-50, should I go all in or should I call or should I fold? I think they'll err on the side of like caution more, just to not make like a bad call on stream. Like, oh man, I have that idiot so and so make that call, and then when you're doing it not on stream, no one has to know like you just called off with ace high, on like a 7-8-4-4-2 flop or board, and the guy just has quads. Yeah, so that's exactly the case, and you're right about that. So if I was actually thinking that, but so usually they'll do a delay, like they'll have a delay of like 5 or 6 minutes. So if technically if Dodo number 5 was watching my stream somehow, he would know I have Queen 3 right here. So, but right now it's like I'm just kind of testing this out to see how it works going live. Then I'll figure out how to do a delay. But for now, like hoping none of these guys just randomly land on my. Obviously, my screen name is different here than my YouTube channel name. So, but you never know. You never know. But that's definitely a very big concern, and they delay it accordingly. So sometimes when people are chatting, it takes a little while for them to see what the chat was. It's like 5-minute delay. But. And it's only a $7 tournament. $1,000 would be nice from $7 again, but for now, we're just having fun. Eight, 9. Okay. This guy had a lot of chips earlier, and now they don't have as much. We have 25 big blinds, which is okay, but it goes up pretty soon. ace, queen. Will this be good for us? And so like I said, we have 25 big blinds. This is kind of a stack where it's like a middle kind of stack. You're not super deep, but you're not super short. If you have like 8, 9, big blinds, you're super short. But you'll see these guys raising, but you don't have so many chips that you can like play post flop really profitably. Exactly. I'm definitely going all in here. So you like to see somebody raise first, because that means you're getting a little bit more. And he could call with worse. This guy, I mean, when he's raising and these guys have smaller stacks, he could have a stronger hand, because then he's pot committed to call these guys. But he could have like ace, whatever, a pair, 8s, 9s, 10s. Okay, he just folds. But that was an all in, even with a little bit more chips. But this guy, your nemesis, I played with him before. He's pretty. He can be pretty aggressive. So that was good. So we get 2,400 from him, and then another it jumped up about like 10%. So that's good. Okay, we're on another break. The last break was a add-on break, but usually the break is every 5 minutes before the hour. That's why it's like that right now. But the last one was for the add-on, because it was like 2 hours registration, then you can add on at the end. So I think he goes to Natraj quite frequently, and he goes there with Purchase Tehani. They're all life lovers, and I think they love to love life. That's a lot of love. But so Natraj is a big part of that. So it was a big part of it. I don't know if you've seen any of our slot videos on the channel. Yeah, I don't know if you have, but we had some crazy big wins the last few weeks, and then we had some crazy big losses. Not crazy big, not crazy on either kind of side of the spectrum, but we won I think 2,000 or something on Easter Sunday, about, and then we lost about 1,200 on this Saturday. That was absolutely wild. And that's what the channel is kind of mainly, because wifey and I like to play slots here and there. I used to never play until moving to Vegas. It's one thing, and then you see so many of them. And then I was playing the World Series of Poker last summer, and I think I bought in like $5,000 or $6,000 in tournaments, and I think I cashed for maybe 1,100 or something. So I was probably down 5,000. It was absolute brutality. I got wrecked, and it's not. I wasn't even playing bad. It was of course, it's sometimes you play bad, but I never busted out because I made a mistake. It was I flopped a set of 10s or something, and then the guy turned. It was Jack. I remember Jack 9 4 flop, and the turn is it, and then the Jack 10 4 flop, turn is a 9, and the guy has King Queen, all in on the turn. And then there's other ones where I turn to flush, the guy rivers a flush, blah, blah, blah. Those kind of situations where it's just inevitable, you get busted out on. And I just after hours of playing, sometimes you play for 7 or 8 hours, and then the tournament wraps up after 10 hours usually for the next day in the World Series tournaments. So I just had so many of those close calls getting far, and then min cashes, and it was so annoying. So I'm just walking around out of the casino every day after the Paris was where you play at. And I'm walking out and I see all these slot machines, obviously everywhere in Vegas. And I'm I'm just spending $600 for a tournament, $1,100 for a tournament. And I'm miserable because I keep getting obliterated and just unlucky. It just was on the bad side of the coin, the variance, And then I was let me just play one of these slot machines just for fun. I see everybody playing them. Let me just put in $20 or something, or $100. And then I did it, and I just and I think I won $200 or something like that the first time I tried. And I was holy crap, look at all the study hours and all the grinding you have to do to make like a $600 buy-in to like minimum cash is like $800, to win like $200-300, and then you have to work so hard to keep going up. Of course, you're playing for like the final table and the bracelet, but I was like, look how hard we play to like get the minimum cash and then like move forward and blah blah blah, to outthink people, outmaneuver. Your stamina has to stay up and stuff like that. And I was like, this pushing a button on a slot machine is super fun. And then I was kind of doing it a little bit like that night, and I was like, I won like $200-300. It was super exciting too, because like tournaments, you have to like stay calm and don't get too excited, don't go up too high or down too low, your emotions. And when I was playing slots, it's fun to be excited. You can get crazy. But so then after that, I was like, let's just like, I played a little bit here and there. Like wifey liked to play a little bit too, and then I just like recorded a couple of videos just for fun, just because I got like a big bonus on one. I won like $400-500, and then after that, I just posted it up, and it got like 5,000 or 6,000 views. And I was like, whoa, like people actually watch this. And then I realized that people, and I did it, I think, to send to one of my friends back home, because there was no way to post high resolution videos from Android to iPhone unless like, whatever, like data sharing or whatever the heck it is. So I just like uploaded it up to YouTube and I sent them the link. And then they were like, oh, look at this, And then they were like, cool. And then a bunch of other people started watching it. And I was like, whoa. And I was like, what the heck has 5,000 views? After I randomly checked it after like 10 days. And then I couldn't believe it, like 5,000 views. And it wasn't a video, it was a short. So it ended up in the reels or whatever it is. And then I just kind of like was playing a little bit with wifey here and there. And, she likes to play roulette and stuff, blackjack. I usually just played poker. Like if I was going to quote unquote gamble, it was just poker, So, yeah. And then I kind of started playing a little bit more and making some more videos, and people were watching them. Oh, that's really smart. Yeah. A few $500 hands, that is quick and efficient. That's like your Las Vegas trip too. You're just like quick. You just came, bought your nice watch, and then just immediately left. It's very efficient. I like that. So that's funny. So you're looking for the quick, and I ain't got time for that. I feel you. Some people, and I kind of feel like that way too, because like I see people like bet like super small in slots, and it's really cute because it's like someone, they're betting like the minimum bet like 75 cents or $1, and I'll go down to smaller bets too, just for like fun. But like, if I'm playing, I want to try to win something. So if I'm betting like $4, $5, $6, $10, you can win something big. So if I have like $300 to play on slots that night, I'm not going to do like 75 cents for $300. I'll do maybe $3 for $300. I'm doing like $103 bets, which if I win, you can win something good, but that's funny. A lot of people like to like just play and enjoy it and stuff like that. So to each his own. I like that though. Just $500. If I win, I win. If I don't, then see you later. There's so much more to do in Vegas than just gamble. So I like that. Like you get your gambling out of the way. If you win, then the trip is, your dinner is free that night, on blackjack or whatever. But if you don't win that $500, there's still shows and dinner and drinking and everything else. 5. Okay. Ace 2 3. If I bet once and this guy calls, then I can safely assume they have an ace. Because I didn't want to bet like just 2,000 to okay. So I can assume this person has an ace here. Like what else are they going to call a big part of their stack with? That sucks when they just check back like that. They're just like, you would prefer they just fold. They probably have like ace. Yes, I was going to say. Probably some weak donkey ace, like that one. And if I try to bluff all in, then I don't know. Pocket J's. Okay, so what did I do last time? I raised 2x. So I don't like to change my bet sizes, but because it kind of shows the strength of your hand. But since I just lost that hand, it may look like I'm steaming. And I also want to get more value. Like, what the heck is this? This guy has 10,000 chips and he calls 3,000. And this guy's sitting out. So it looks like I'm trying to steal the blinds. when I raise my bet size. So let's see if this guy who's being kind of aggressive. Okay, no problem. All right, that's an interesting flop. So, okay. So I have a spade. What kings can this guy have? I want to bet super small to induce this guy to go on with weaker hands, or this guy to, think okay, he just folds, so it doesn't matter. I have no idea what this guy has. He has 4,000 and the pot is 15,000. It's super annoying if he has like aces or here because it's scary. This is what I was talking about. Jesus Christ. Okay. I was just saying, like, what can this guy have over here? He just calls. He has 3,000. He has 10,000, and he calls 1/3 of his stack pre-flop. The ace-10 situation, we were just talking about it. Like, I'm never folding because I have a spade there, and he could just have the bare ace of spades, But he had a 10 and just hits the. I mean, he had a lot of outs on the flop. It's just unlucky. He could hit an ace, a 10, or a spade. But 3-3-3. 3-3-3 flop. 3. The 3 was in the window too. That's cute. What is this guy min betting with? I hate these back-to-back hands. Like after you just lose a pot and then you're kind of like stuck in the big blind, I feel like it's always the worst. Like your brain is a little bit, not tilted, but like the sight is always just. I just had Jackson on the gun get cracked, and then I have to call this. Like, what does this guy have? Why does he bet one big blind on Jack D3? Because he probably has something good. So we had to make a little bit of a comeback. We're not out yet. Of course, we had 36,000 just a minute ago. But sometimes things happen. King 5 suited. So you have to shift with the gears, right? So when we have, even if we have 30,000 right now, we still only have 20 big blinds, but now we have 11 big blinds. This guy's just been limp. This guy's just been so passive. So I'm wondering if this is a good spot to go all in and try to like steal these 2-3 big blinds with a hand that doesn't play good out of position. Okay, never mind. Oh wait, maybe. If I had King 8 suited, I'm probably all in with him, just to try to like isolate. This is kind of the exciting and the boring part of poker tournaments. When you have King Jack Ace Jack. Okay, that makes sense. So this is a hand that I would raise with if I'm gonna. So this guy limping with King Jack offsuit is the absolute sign of a fish, not a donkey, but a fish. Just like a straight and snap. The second card wasn't even dealt before they pushed call. You see that? Just snap call, and this guy isolates to try to, isolate a pot with the fish, which is right to do. I would have done that too if I had any like kind of connected card. If I had like 9-10 suited, I'm isolating this guy. Is it going to go all in now or no? Okay. 8 deuce action flop. Let's see what this guy does. So this is the part when you kind of sit back and you kind of see like what happens in this hand. Like this guy raised small. He snap bets half pot. They both fold. I mean, this is like a board that doesn't hit anybody. But this guy could be limping small pairs or anything like that. Queen 6 suited. So we have to kind of make something happen pretty soon. Like, is this a shove on the radar? I think it is. So if we don't, you want to see this guy instantly. Okay, just fold. So it's not a great hand, but you have a suited queen. These guys have been donks. Okay, that's huge. Similar concept to this. Like, would this guy be limping aces or kings here? If we shove all in, will he fold? I'm trying to think. Like, this is not a good hand. But when you're down, you have to make. You can't just wait for aces or kings and ace king and stuff like that. You have to kind of make your own luck. Yeah, I do. That queen six was kind of a bluff right there. You know, it was. Yeah, but no, I do bluff, and not with like terrible hands. Like I don't usually just have like 9-2 offsuit there or something like that, and just like let me create a bluff with 9-2 offsuit. But like strategy wise, quote unquote, you want to have some kind of like blocker properties. So good hands to make bluffs with are like ace five, ace four suited, stuff like that. Small suited kings or stuff like that too. Those are good hands to make a bluff with. Now you're thinking that, well, a suited ace is a good hand, and you're right. Like ace five suited is a great hand, but like big bluffs. Like I'm talking about like you're trying to make pocket queens or pocket jacks fold before the cards come out. That happens when you're way deeper. When you have the blinds are 1,600 and you have 20,000. You're not going to make anybody fold queens or kings before the cards come out. But when you're like all like the good players who like run simulations on their computer, and it kind of like shows the right way to play on different stack sizes, they'll say that ace five suited, that kind of hand, ace four suited, those are the hands you want to, if somebody raises and then you re-raise and then they re-raise you, then you want to re-raise there sometimes, like you're putting in the fourth raise or the fifth raise on a small suited ace, and that's to make like bigger pairs fold, but straight up just like low, no equity bluffs, like 7-3 offsuit, 7-2 offsuit, and 8 deuce offsuit, like 9-4 offsuit. I'm not usually raising those hands to make bluffs. Like they say, quote unquote, the hands to bluff with are those like small suited kings, small suited aces, because you can bluff, and then if you get called, there's still a chance to win. Like you want to have some chance to win. You want to have the chance to make them fold, and then you get the chips in the middle, or you want to make them, or you want to have a chance to like hit like something to beat like pocket queens, with king four suited or something like that, So let's see what happens here with pocket threes. It's not the greatest spot. Like if this guy raises, so we have 12 big blinds. This guy just calls. This is weird. What did he have last time? This is the guy with the ace 10, right? So this is a hand where maybe you can turn it into a bluff. See, like you don't have a great hand. This guy could have like pocket fives or something like that. But I'm just gonna go all in. Like he could have pocket fives or pocket sixes and just wants to see a flop. Okay, that's good. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when people limp first position, they could be absolute like kind of surface level thinking, and they're like, oh, I just want to see a board with pocket fours, pocket sixes. And then he went all in, I'll just call. And then you're absolutely crushed with pocket threes there, right? But then this guy calls again. He's obviously very like fishy. If this guy raises, it sucks because 9-10, you want to see a flop with it. Okay. So I guess we start betting here and then seeing what happens. If this guy, like someone could have a jack here easily. I bet super small to keep weaker hands in. Because if they have a jack, they're calling 5,000 or they're calling, this is kind of gross right here. So it's like, what does this guy have? So I could have a strong hand here. So when he's re-raising me here, because we can have anything. Like I could limp the small blind with 2 pair. I can have 2 pair here. So when he's re-raising my bet, it's a flush draw. It's a straight draw. It's like 8-4 suited or something like that. Or I don't know. I just think it's just like it sucks, but I just have to fold. If we had jack 9, we're probably all in. But so now this is the annoying part of having a small stack. But now the blinds go up so fast. So this is an all in if this guy folds. Okay, easy all in. King on the button, king 8 too is not the worst. Now someone could just have ace 7 and it sucks, and you're still 60-40, Okay. So now the blinds are 2,000 and we have 21,000 there. But king 2, if we had any other card except for deuce, we could do something fun with it. go for broke. So what is this guy doing over here? I'm curious. I'm gonna fold, but like he has 10 big blinds and he's just calling. Now this guy goes all in. This is kind of like, yeah, those hands that you're, let's see if he calls. This is like pocket sevens. I was just gonna say it. This is like pocket sevens, pocket eights, those hands that you want to protect. And this, he should have just gone all in. If you're gonna limp and then call all in with king queen, at least give your chance to take it down, you know, without having to go all in. If he went all in, maybe the guy folds pocket eights before the cards come out. You know, probably not. But this isn't the World Series main event. This is, you know, $1,000 for first. But yeah, anytime someone does that, it's kind of like always like a mid pair or something, or ace jack, because he's not going to go all in with pocket aces there. He wants to get action with two aces or two kings, you know. So he's going to make it like whatever the blind is, 2,000. He's going to make it like 4,000 to kind of induce somebody to come along. It's when they shove all in, it's always some kind of like pair like that: fives, sixes, sevens, eights. Okay, here we go. So now kind of the same situation. Like if we raise and then we don't get anything on the board, we're just going to be left like in an annoying spot. So here, if we go all in, we can get pocket fours and fives to fold, which we want to do. Okay, it doesn't matter. But we can get like smaller pairs to fold, which we're, you know, we want that to take away their equity. Okay, this is just what I was saying. So pocket threes. This may be a little bit too light. If this guy raises, it just makes it easier for us to... Okay, that's easy to make a fold now. If no one raised and we're over here in this position where there's only a few people left, then we're all in. But when we're second from under the gun, okay, look at this now. Let's see. It's probably going to be 3-3 flop. I wonder what this guy made 5-8 times the blind. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Just some kind of like, see, everyone plays these mid pairs so weird. Like, I know it's a good hand, and see, they're trying to raise big because they're scared to play it post flop, so they just want to steal the blinds with it. But it's a good hand, you know. Like if you just raise normally, like you had aces or kings, if you make it 4,500 instead of 9,000, this guy goes all in still with two jacks, and you can just be like, all right, well, I look super strong here, and this guy's acting super, super strong by going all in, so I can just probably fold my hand because at the worst he has ace queen suited, you know, ace king, something like that. So that's why raising normal, and he got in a great situation right after that. Like, this is the same donk that had the ace 10 versus me. Look at this club. Okay, how come his ace 10 beats my jacks? Why must I cry? Purchase the handy. He just gets almost all the chips he lost to him. This guy just limps every hand. He has 2,000 chip. Okay, this guy's probably just gonna call. Right? If he folds, that'd be funny. Zero chance this guy folds though. Now this guy has 100 chips into 8,000. Don't bet, just check. I mean, yeah. Now this guy goes all in, 100 chips, and we both have to call. Okay, or not. Check it over here again. There's no need to bet. If he bets, you can assume he has something. It's so annoying. If he had the jack of hearts, we call. But like 6 of hearts, he can have anything. Like 8, 9 with the 8 of hearts, you know. Let's just go. He has to call to see what he has. Pocket twos. Wow, we had a lot of outs. That's such a dumb bet. But he does win 1,800. Such a dumb bet, though. That's why betting into dry side pots is such a weird thing. Because like you want this guy to get knocked out. Like, but I guess he won a little bit of chips in that. How I hate these situations because so now this guy has what 7,000 chips. If this guy's 7,000 chips gets doubled up through us now again somehow, let's say because we're anytime we're on the dealer button, these guys are in the small and the big blind. So we're going to be most aggressive when we're on the dealer button. If this guy doubles up now because this idiot bet when I could have hit a heart, a 6, or a jack, which I did, then I'm going to be so tilted. This guy raises ace 6 offsuit from early position. No. Ace 6 offsuit. I just said it. No. Okay. Do I have to fold this now? This is exactly what we talked about earlier. So why is this guy raising 2x when he has 7 big blinds? Does he have aces, kings? I mean, it's hard to have aces. Does he have queens? Let's see if this guy goes all in. Let's see what he has. Oh my god, call. What is going on with these people? That's why this tournament's so much fun. Oh my god, my 6 is probably good. I'm so to see. I cannot believe. King 10. We were right. We're playing too smart for our own good. It's actually not smart if we keep making the wrong decision. Why would they raise 2x and then somehow have the miracle where the guy can't hit a jack because he hits straight, can't hit a 10 because he has a higher kicker with the 10, and can only hit an 8 and he gets this guy's chips? I'm just going to raise 2x every time I have nothing because I'm going to like, it always looks so strong. Please don't give a 7. 7, jack, or 10. How gross. Jack 6 was just the nuts, I think. 6 beats 5. It's no problem. 3 and a 4 of clubs. Cute, but no. So this is when you got to run hot. So, I mean, I guess we're kind of close to the money. Like I said, I don't really care about the minimum cash. $36 is cute, but I want to win the chips to be up to like, 100,000 so I can have a chance to get back to here. Because this is really good, like times your money. But it's just like you make like $36 min cash for 48. For 18, 30 people more, you make $3.20 more. No. All right, here we are. All in, baby. So do I want to raise to induce? I'm going to do. So I'm going to take a little bit of time so it looks like I'm thinking. This is obviously a clear cut all in. But make it look like, oh, should I go all in? Should I not? Okay, here we go. Ace and a queen. This guy can have, yes, he can have way worse. Queen, queen, queen. Deuce, deuce, deuce. No deuce, actually, now. Yes, straight. Okay, good. Because a deuce would give him a chop. It would be ace, ace, deuce, deuce, king, which would have been disgusting. Or a 10. Okay. All right, all right. Much needed double up. It's so huge. Did you just come in right? You probably hear me on chat. That's funny. Did you walk in right when I was getting that double up? That was funny. You did? Nice, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was a good time. So we're still not that deep, but this is like, so in tournaments, when you start a poker tournament, like the first hour or two, let's say you get like 10,000 chips. The blinds are like 100. Yeah, that's true. So the blinds can be like just 100 or 200, so you have like 100 big blinds or 50 big blinds. You have so many chips compared to the blind levels. Now, this is the part of the tournament when you're getting close to the money. So see, first place is $1,000, but 48 is when it starts paying. So what is that? 23 off. I have to make sure not to misclick. So and now the blinds are way bigger. So now I have 48,000 and the blinds are 2,500. So I have, 19 bigs. Okay, this is good. All right. All right. Ace and king. Good hand. Donkey tag on this guy. Yes, thank you. Donkey all in. What did I say? Okay, yes, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so we want to make it. This guy has a rock tag, so I'm sure they have something good. But ace king beats every hand that's not a pair so far, and it could hit it. This is kind of the dream spot. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Here we go. This guy could have ace jack, ace 9, ace 10, ace queen, ace 5 suited. These things. King queen, king jack. This guy is obviously a donk, so you could have anything. I have some notes on him. Queens. Okay, classic flip. Ace on the river. Bam. And that is ace king versus queens, people. That is gross. We still have 25,000, but that would have taken us to 80,000. I only have 5. So now we have to be all in here. So that would have gave us way more breathing room. Oh God, I have to do it again. This guy's just a donkey, so I have it on his notes that he's a donkey. So let me see. Let me time the random number generator just perfectly. So I'm timing it right now to give me a 5-5 flop. The random number generator is just numbers are spinning around in circles. So 5-5 flop, please. He's gonna probably punt it all in, or not. Okay. 7s, of course. This is when the site just says the game is over for you, buddy. It's just so gross. It's unfortunate, but it happens like that. Like the ace king versus queens, that's the one that gets you, you know? And then if we just have that hand, if we win that 50-50, then we have 80,000 chips. And here's the hand history. It's like so gross. So this is a replay of that hand, right? You have to win hands like that to win the tournament. And then it gives you pocket 5s right after saying, no, we want the tournament to end pretty soon. Here's, you just lost a huge hand that's annoying. Here's pocket 5s versus a donkey that you have a donk tag on. All in gamble hands like king, queen, pre-flop, open shove over 100 big blinds. So this guy is like obviously a wild punter. Like they're going all in a lot of chips with king, queen offsuit, So I had this from a previous term. I don't know when that note was. But they're obviously an aggressive, crazy player, so it's just pretty much the right play to do that. And it gave us a little bit of hope here. And then, some other hands, whatever. But it'd be like that. I am on tilt. I am on massive tilt right now. Can you see me? Trust me, I've been on way more tilt in my life. This is just, it's really bad when you get like numb to like these all-ins and stuff like that. Like when you lose, like look at this. This guy I just won this tournament a few days ago too, by the way. But I played a lot on Sunday and I was down a lot on Sunday too. Sunday has the best tournaments. But yeah, it's just the way it goes sometimes. I had fun. I tried my best. I maneuvered to the best of my ability and it just didn't work out. But I'm going to go grab something to eat. Thank you for watching. I will be back. Now that I know how to do this, it's super easy and simple, and I'll have to figure out how to do a delay. But yeah, it was super fun. So thank you for watching, good sir, and other good sirs who are in the channel. I appreciate it. And that I was gonna say. So like if you get a minimum cash, you get $36. Okay, that's $7 buy-in, rebuys. That's not that big of a deal. But if you can accumulate a stack, so if that ace king versus the queens, if I hit the ace or the king, which happens 50% of the time, pretty much 50-50, I would have had 80,000, so I would have been right here, like a comfortable stack to kind of make something happen. But I just didn't hit that ace or a king, and it's just kind of the way it is, and then all the way at the end. But like I said, I'm not playing for the minimum cash. The minimum cash is small. If you get $36 and then you only make a little bit more, like look at, you make $9 more for 15th place. Even at the final table, we talked about it. You get to the final table, it's $82. $7 buy-in, and then you get $82. That's pretty good, If you made a $7 bet on a slot machine or a blackjack hand or whatever, and you got $82, okay, that's good. But we're looking for, first, second, or third, which is super huge. And if I've done this, this player field is pretty recreational and not the strongest. Like the $100 tournaments are that I play sometimes too. Those are a lot better players. But this is one where if I got those chips, if my ace king held, then I have some kind of ability to put some pressure on and go up the stakes, go up the ladders. Because people want to ladder up even though it's so small. I'm just trying to win first, second, or third. So I would have been able to put on a show, but that's what happens. Play for like an hour and a half and then get wrecked sometimes. But yeah, this guy, I can never fold to this guy. He's a dunk. You saw him raise the last hand and he folded, to the all-in. But yeah, that is it. And I'll be back, like I said. Maybe tomorrow I'll play again because it's super fun. But yeah, it was good seeing you guys. Brian, Nolan, thank you for watching. I appreciate both you fellas. Enjoy your evenings, and I will be back maybe tomorrow or something. We'll see how it goes. But for now, I'm just going to chill, play some video games, and eat. Yes. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.